And welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3. Last time, we had the bulk of our, well, not the bulk, but the first half of our Tartarus exploration taken care of, and obviously I'm at the end of that. I have more than enough money for the rest of the mandatory purchases I need to make, and we have tons of valuables to sell, including a bunch of odd coins that I got from rare forms. Only spent 5,000 on the rarity fortune, and I more than made that money back with all the rare forms that I killed. We're also going to be able to turn in some more requests going forward, and hopefully unlock the Elizabeth date in this version. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get back on with the actual game proper. We're going to be going, hopefully, until, we hit the day before, just before the next full moon, after which we'll show the rest of Tartarus for this moon cycle, and then, of course, we'll get into a rousing boss fight. There is no school today, and it is time for the home shopping show. Now that I don't really have to worry about my money, I can more or less check this out whenever I want to. He isn't really selling anything I care about that much today, but hey, it's more, plants or more seedlings for us to grow. An amber neon sprout. And you get two. These little gems will grow into the sweetest onions you ever tasted. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. That's probably amber onion. I didn't recognize the word. But wait, there's more. We'll throw in this buff potato sprout too. Guess how many? 3. And all this for 29.80 yen. Limited time product. Sounds like a steal to me, so let's take it. Alrighty, with that taken care of, let's move on. First order of business, of course. We want to sell all the stuff that we've gotten, and also collect our rewards for rescuing people. When you have rescued some people from Tartarus, heading to Officer Kurosawa will result in him giving you the rewards immediately the day after you rescued them, so take this envelope. Oh, that's something that missing schoolgirl brought in as a reward to the one who found her. There's a lot about that case that stymied us on the force, so I figured you guys were involved. And we get a Recarm card. Speaking of, I do want to take more opportunities to duplicate cards that I have. I'll probably be visiting the Inari Shrine every day this week to get backup copies of every card that I really like that I got from Tartarus. Missing Person's family sent you a thank you letter. Take this too. We get a letter of thanks. Nice, nice. There's still more. Oh, yeah. This money is from the salaryman who went missing. I couldn't make out the full picture from questioning him, but you're the ones who saved him, right? The police can't accept gifts, so this is yours. Use it wisely. Heck yeah, 40,000 yen. That's a big reason why I wasn't too worried about not getting a lot of liquid funds from the Tartarus exploration, because I knew I had several paydays coming up like this. They found that missing girl the other day. I tried questioning her, but her answers didn't make any sense. She said some kid saved her from an attack by a black thing. She left a reward with us, so I'll hand her it over to you. And we get 2 black quartz. Another avenue for completing that one request, or that side quest, that required we get a black quartz. So the game gives you multiple options for that. That's not all we can get here. As you can see, 2 odd coins gets us the rarity fortune back. Plus we get another what is it, 7,500 from the remaining odd coins that we sell? Very nice, very nice. There we go, 120k. Not the biggest amount of money you could have at this point, but more than enough to make any purchases that we need to. While I'm thinking of it, let's go into our key items and see if we can't read that letter. So let's see, we got a letter of thanks. Thank you for the letter regarding the rescue of a missing person. Huh, can't read it, unfortunate. Anyway. Heading over to Naganaki Shrine, looks like Junpei and Yukari are talking to Amada. Oh, Zeller-kun. Amada-kun was just telling us about the elementary school dorm. An elementary school dorm? Why does he need to be at a dorm? Speaking of which, Zeller-san lives in the school dorms too, doesn't he? Yep, that's right. Lives in the same dorm as me and Yukitan and the others. What? Is it okay for boys and girls to stay in the same dorm? Actually it's usually not, but our dorm has some special circumstances. We're just cool like that, right, Cullen? Absolutely, Junpei. You're not going to get any disagreement from me. Also, we're going to, of course, dupe a card here. I will pray. Yep. Got a Yippee Fox here. And let's look over our passive cards here. So we got a ton of boost cards here. Strike Boost, Pierce Boost, Elect Boost. All of these increase their relevant elements by 25%, the damage that they deal. Crit Rate Boost, of course, increases the chance that we will get critical hits. I forget the exact amount. I want to say it's like, maybe like a 5% bonus to your crit rate. Not huge, but you can stack a lot of crit rate boosts together to get a very, very high critical hit rate, nearly guaranteed in many cases. Let's just start from the top and duplicate strike boost. Remember that we can only duplicate 1 card per day, but now I can just use that whenever, and I'll have 1 in spare that I can dupe whenever I need to. And that's how I feel is the best way to make use of the Inari Shrine. Just duplicate cards that you want to use and have 2 copies of them. That way you can use them up on something that interests you and then redupe them when you have with the spare card that you have. Also, we're going to be drawing a relationship fortune today, and we are going to be drawing for Yuko. Hopefully we get a good fortune. Alright. I've drawn my fortune. I hope I can deepen my bond. I hear a divine message. Blessings to the believer. I suddenly feel closer to Yuko. I feel like the bond I have with Yuko has grown stronger. Today's luck is you will have a little luck. You will not be significantly lucky or unlucky with money. I found a 500 yen coin in my pocket. Alright, that's fair enough. One unfortunate thing about the timing of the Tartarus trip is that we were not able to visit Mr. Edogawa to get the potent medicine. And that was weird. I was expecting somebody to say something. Anyway. Our first order of business tonight is to finally honor the trade with this guy. Oh, I see you got your hands on a black quartz. I won't force you, but if you're willing to hand that over, I'll sell you those glasses for just 10,000 yen. What do you say? Hey, that's a pretty good markdown. I will take that trade. Thanks. Why don't you take the glasses at a discount then? Go ahead and have a look around. And let's buy the glasses for 10,000 yen. Absolutely. Easy peasy. Nothing to it. Oh, Elizabeth, I've got something for you. Oh, is there something I can assist you with? Well, as a matter of fact, yes, I've got a request to fulfill right here. So, it seems you've completed a request. One moment, please, while I check. Well, these glasses have a simple design. They do somehow feel sophisticated. I must say, I've taken a strong liking to them. Now to put them on. Behold, the new me! Yay! Ahem, my apologies. These glasses just suit me so well, I couldn't help but get a little carried away. The moment I slipped them on, I felt my spirits lift. Glasses are truly a gem that complete a person's style. It makes me want to wear them all the time. Thank you for bringing me a pair. Please take this as your reward. Too bad the glasses don't really help you at all during the dark hour, and wow, that is actually quite the reward. That'll be 5 permanent bonus points of strength for anybody I can think to give those to. And I actually do have someone in mind that I'd like to give those to, so we'll keep that in our back pocket for a bit. That's all we can do with Elizabeth at the moment, though I can probably make Mithras at a certain point. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me just check around my fusion options. As a matter of fact, by fusing a Rakshasa into Take Minakata, I can indeed make a Mithras, and with our maxed out social link, that'll easily fulfill Elizabeth's request. So what good skills do I have on this guy? Obviously want to give him AoE and Vacuum Slash. We can go with, actually, you know what? Let's go with some auto buffs here. We'll go with Auto Tarukaja and Auto Sukukaja. Then I'll pull Take Minakata and a Strength Persona back out. Haha, this guy is looking pretty slick. We'll get rid of that Zane and give him Swiss Strike, which is a much better move, but this should fulfill Elizabeth's request quite sublimely. Man, it's so nice to be able to do fusions and just immediately pull stuff back out of the compendium. Okay, Mithras. I believe Mithras has even greater potential. If you come across another entity that can stand by its side, you may stand to gain even more power. Of course. I hope you keep that in the back of your mind. Elizabeth is hinting at a potential theurgy that we can get there. Anyways, we get a costume for our efforts. Ooh, this has been a surprisingly busy day so far. Let's do the final thing that we have to do. The team thinks I've been acting a little fishy recently. Man, they don't even know the half of it.
Morning.
In about a week, there'll be another mission. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I wonder what we'll face this time. Do we just keep going on these missions until we defeat all 8 remaining shadows? Blindly following orders to get stronger by going to Tartarus and fighting shadow after shadow. I've been thinking about this for a while. I feel like Kirijo-senpai is hiding something from us. Ah, come on, Yukari. I keep saying it, but you're just being paranoid.
Let's get on with today's
Please sit down so we can begin today's lecture. Ada lo yo ada dia. I know you were expecting Mrs. Teriuchi, but she's had an emergency, so I'll be taking over class today. We're going to be learning a bit about natural magic. It's not too dissimilar to paganism, which we've already discussed. Natural magic is obviously enough magic that draws its power from nature. The most popular form of this would probably be herbalism. Calendar-based spells are also a form of natural magic, since they involve the seasons. Now, some of you may already be familiar with dowsing, which uses a pendulum or rod to find things underground. This, too, is a form of natural magic, first used to detect sources of water. That's enough examples for now. Let's move on to the proper mindset for natural magic. First, you must recognize yourself as a part of nature and accept its power. In other words, think of humanity as a microscopic player within the cosmology of the universe. This mindset is based on the concept of the four classical elements. Ancient magicians believed that different objects sharing a common element would react to one another. They performed countless experiments attempting to prove their hypotheses about nature. Are you all listening? I certainly hope so. Here's a little test to see if you are paying attention. You'll receive an ill omen if you get it wrong. Ada yo ada dia. Okay. Now, who to pick today? Zealot, you have been called upon. What form of natural magic is used to find water sources? Dowsing! I was paying attention. Your lecture is enthralling, Mr. Edogawa. Excellent work. Your answer is correct. As for your omen, no news is good news. But back to the main subject. Prayer is considered integral to many forms of natural magic. One characteristic of natural magic prayer is that much of it is in praise of the Earth Goddess. This ties into the concept of natural magic as a way of invoking nature's blessing. As time passed, natural magic developed into natural science. In this transition, though, a key element was lost. The notion of time being controllable. Natural magic forbids the use of spells that go against the standard flow of time. Its practitioners believe that magic should not defy nature, and to this day take great care to follow natural law. I answered correctly. Everyone in class is looking at me with respect. Building up my persuasive power, oh yeah. Soon. I took an opportunity to dupe a card at the shrine real quick, and we're going to be hanging out with Fuka today, although I do need to double check. Do I have a Priestess in my stock? I do not. Fortunately, we're still only at rank 2, so I can just pick that up at night. I could use your help again, if you have the time. No problem. Let's help out Fuka. Really? Then let's get to the courtyard.
I made another bento. Would you mind trying some of it? I think this one should taste better. Or at the very least, it can't be any worse than last time, right?
Judging by the appearances, it does look like she's improved. I'll give it a try.
Oh, a kitty cat! Aw, he's so cute! I did hear there were lots of strays around here. He's looking at the bento box. I wonder if he's hungry. Maybe I should give him some food. What do you think?
I mean, I'm not sure if cats can eat the... I'm not sure if anything is put into bento that typically is forbidden to give to cats, but who knows? What can it hurt?
Okay, then. Oh, wait. Is there anything in here cats can't eat? Well, if it's just flavored rice, it should be okay. Here you go, kitty. Huh? What happened? Oh no, not again. It does have some bitterness, I guess. I thought I struck a good nutritional balance, though. I know nutrition's not the issue here. Sorry. I can't let you eat this. I don't want to put you in the hospital.
Hey, it would not be the first time since I started working with C's.
No! I'll figure out what to do with this later. You can't eat it. I'm so hopeless. I just wanted to do something to help everyone outside of battle. There aren't many chances to eat homemade food when you live in the dorm. So I thought it would be nice to cook for everyone. But I'm sorry. I'll keep trying to get better, though.
I can tell Fuka is being considerate of me. It seems we've grown closer. I gotta say, Fuka does have good eye pops in these scenes. Anyways, rank 2 for Priestess. I'll have to remember to pick up a Priestess from Elizabeth tonight so that I can get as many social link points as possible from her.
It's kind of hard for me to say this, considering what just happened, but I hope you'll be willing to taste test my cooking again. I don't think I can do this alone. Can I count on you to help?
If you can't count on me, who can you count on? I'm the protagonist!
Oh, that's great! Thank you. I'm going to keep working at it. And someday, you'll tell me you like my cooking. Oh, I didn't realize it was so late. I need to buy more ingredients, so I should get going. I'll see you later.
I said goodbye to Fuka and went back to the dorm, where I would immediately say hello to her again. That just kind of makes me laugh.
Hey, sorry to bother you, Fuka.
It's okay. What's on your mind?
Well, I was hoping you could do me a favor. With your skill, I mean. I was doing some research on our school, and I came across something strange. 10 years ago, a lot of students stopped coming to school for some reason. They were reported as absent at the time, but I found some records that suggest otherwise. Do you know anything about it, Fuka?
Me? Not really.
I know it was a long time ago, but doesn't it seem suspicious to you? From what I've heard, this isn't the first time shadows have appeared.
Wait, are you saying...
I don't know, but I do wonder. And I'm not trying to make trouble or anything, but Kirijo-senpai acts kinda weird whenever someone brings up Tartarus.
Does she?
I just want to know what happened back then. And if it doesn't have anything to do with the shadows, then fine.
I understand. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, it's you. Welcome back.
It's nice to see that Fuka and Yukari are hitting it off and becoming friends. Come to think of it, the crops I planted on the rooftop should be ready to harvest by now. Maybe I should go check on them. Sounds like a wonderful idea. Looks like the produce can be harvested. And what do we got here? We got 2 Tarukaja potatoes. Unfortunately, I don't think, the Amora onion sprout, or the the onions have not shown up yet. Let's just plant more buffed potato sprouts. Why not? Have everybody be capable of using Tarukaja. Next order of business. I do want to pick up some personae for social links that we're going to be developing. Obviously, I need to get another priestess, but I'll also need a justice going forward. So let's create this power here by fusing Sandman and Naga. Not too bad. This guy might actually be worth hitting with Pierce Boost, because he has good strength, and he has 2 Pierce skills, an Arrow Rain and Torrent Shot. Unfortunately, no fusion option I had resulted in a priestess, so I had to summon one from the compendium. Man, that stinks like fish. Especially if this wasn't reload. Over in Persona 3 FES, I actually want to stop by the arcade tonight just to draw attention to something. I don't plan on using it, but one thing I do want to note about the arcade on Sunday evenings, and, well, Sunday afternoons, really, anytime on Sunday, you can go to the arcade and you have your pick of the litter when it comes to stat-boosting mini-games, or not really mini-games, but stat-boosting games that you can use to upgrade your personae. Obviously, Punching Bag increases strength, Mole Whackers increases agility, and Lucky Fortune increases magic. No arcade games for increasing endurance or luck, which for the former is actually kind of unfortunate. But that's neither here nor there. Just wanted to draw attention to that, because I've probably mentioned it in passing over the course of LP at least once, but I've never really drawn too much attention to it, and it is something where we kind of have the free time where if we want to do that, we can do it now. Anyways, gonna be hanging out with Mutatsu tonight. And here I was hoping to cruise through the school day, but unfortunately, a pop quiz has accosted us. Everyone understand the Lorentz force and the left-hand rule? Then I'm erasing the board. Oh, I've already erased it now, but it might be on the exam we're having in 2 weeks. Got it? Good. We're moving on to inertial force. Let's do an experiment. Nah, let's not. We'll work on the problems in the book instead. Open up to page 8. The first problem, that's just an application. We're skipping it. After that, geez, this guy's coasting through the class harder than I was gonna. You look sleepy, Junpei. Let's see if you can answer this. When you drain the water in the tub, it swirls down the drain. Which way does the swirl go in the northern hemisphere? What? How would I know? Who pays attention to something like that? Hey, Cullen, do you know? It can go either way, Junpei. Right, the Coriolis effect doesn't apply on a small scale like water swirling down the drain. Otherwise, the rule is clockwise in the north, counterclockwise in the south. But remember, it has to be on a large scale, like shooting a missile. Next. Dude, that's it. I got the question right. Don't deserve some credit here? You hear classmates whispering. Cullen told Junpei the answer. He's really smart. Sadly, their gratitude does not empower me anymore. We'll be spending some more time with Fuka this afternoon, and also, we actually do have something I want to get to this evening. Obviously, at the end of the last video, well, the last video for the previous Tartarus video, I wanted to go to Tartarus on this night, but, or rather, I wanted to go on Sunday, but we couldn't because we were prevented from doing so. So after we get done hanging out with Fuka, we're going to chat Fuka up again and head to Tartarus. Rather annoyingly, her and Yukari have sequestered themselves in the command room. Kind of made me panic the first time I got to this point. It's like, oh, is this another night where I'm not going to be able to go to Tartarus? But thankfully, everyone is available, in spite of the little scene that Fuka and Yukari had tonight. So, that's what we're going to be doing, on the calendar date. Obviously, in real time and in recordings, I have already completed Tartarus quite a while ago, but I just want to get to this night more organically. So let me load up the file that I've made where I've already completed everything I wanted to do in Tartarus. And here we are after the expedition. There are some things regarding that expedition that I will be going over once I get the next Tartarus video posted, but I did do a lot of shopping to set up my team with a bit of a unique composition to better handle the boss that we were going to be fighting that evening. And in general, I had also just made some retools to my team. As you can see, I got a whole bunch of new personae, and I've got a decent amount of money, less than I entered with, but plenty to play around with weapon fusion once we get out of here. Which, speaking of, I took some additional time after I completed the bulk of my Tartarus exploration to do some laps through the first half of Arca, now that I can scare off most of the shadows there, to get a bunch of fusion weapons from rare forms, and I was able to get 3 Nihil longswords, and if we go down here, for some reason, these are sequestered away from the Nihil longsword. Also got a bunch of Nihil swords, Nihil gloves, and a Nihil bow. Probably the most useful of the things that I've gotten from this expedition, and I'll definitely be making a bow for Yukari that will allow her to better evade Alec attacks at my earliest opportunity, although I did luck into boots that also allow her to evade Alec, so that might not be super critical, just something I was keeping in mind. But that's all I really need to take care of in Tartarus. I also trained up Junpei a little bit since I had the spare time, and I'm also in the tired condition. Do note that. Anyways, let's move on to the day in Persona 3 Portable. Once again, in Persona 3 Portable, we are blocked from going to Tartarus tonight, but we are able to do it with no real time loss tomorrow, so it's not a big deal. Let's go to back to our room and just have a rousing study session. This is any night we don't have to do a nighttime social link. More than often than not, we're just going to be going back to our room to study, unless, of course, there's a quiz game. This is something that's just going to be the norm for now, and unfortunately, academics develops quite slowly, because aside from the quiz game, we don't really have any other opportunities that don't deny social links we can really go with this. But academics has changed from above average to smart. We're looking good, we're looking good. Transitioning into the daytime, we're hanging out with Akihiko today. You know what that means, we get a unique social link in Persona 3 Portable. Always fun, so let's spend some time with Akihiko. Iwatodai Strip Mall, in front of the sweet shop. I heard that this place is popular. Are guys allowed to go in there? Oh, come on, Akihiko, don't be that shy. It's completely okay. I see. Then, let's go. Akihiko doesn't really strike me as the sweets-loving type. He seems determined, though. You shared some cake with Akihiko. That was rather sweet. What's wrong, Akihiko? Did you not like it? Oh, I mean, I don't hate having sweets, but I don't really have them that often, so I was surprised at how sugary it was. Akihiko seems a little embarrassed. And it seemed like you like eating sweet things, so... It appears Akihiko remembered that you said you wanted to have something sweet to eat. Still, it's like having a lump of pure sugar in my mouth. Yukari sometimes gives me sweet snacks once in a while. She'll say that she'd be screwed if she eats any more, then shove them at me. That's not important right now. You still hungry? Wanna get some real food? Doesn't have to be something sweet. Oh, Akihiko-senpai! Once again, Akihiko's fan club has shown up. It's the two girls from the other day. Oh my gosh, I'm like so jazzed to run into you here again. Say, why are you here with Junpei's girlfriend? Like, stop stealing all the single guys when you've already got one for yourself! The girls glare at you with the intensity of 1,000 suns. I'm not Junpei's girlfriend, yeesh. Huh? Who asked you? I feel like our opinion is kind of important on this matter. As you can see, I'm here with Zoe right now. We'll have to talk some other time. Let's go, Zoe. Huh? Hey! Akihiko takes your hand and leads you out of the area while the girls continue cutting menchies at you. What? Okay. That's one I'm not familiar with. Akihiko took you all the way back to the dorm. Oh, sorry. Did I hurt your hand? Sorry about what happened back there. Ah, it's all cool, Akihiko. You didn't mean for that to happen. I'm glad to hear you say that. All this about me showing off and taking someone else's girlfriend. There are people in my class saying things about me, too. Akihiko looks slightly relieved. It seems Akihiko has been going through a lot himself. I had fun today. It's nice to have sweet things once in a while. Say, aren't you in the cooking club? Maybe you can make me something sweet sometime. Hey, well, if you're wherever hanging out, I do actually have something. Like, pancakes sound good. Pancakes? I like them. Doesn't seem like the kind of food I wouldn't like. Hey, who doesn't like pancakes? Akihiko laughs self-depreciatingly. You feel like your bond with Akihiko has gotten a little stronger. And indeed, we have gotten the ever-coveted rank up with Akihiko. Halfway to max. Looking good, looking good. It's also going to be nice once we're able to fuse some of the star personae that become available at their earliest... or... the star personae that normally are like the first we get access to in FES. Specifically, the one I'm thinking of is level 39, I think. Now let's go home. Long way off before we're going to be able to get that, but it'll be much easier to get its full potential with this social link. And like in FES, we're going to be using tonight as our Tartarus night for Persona 3 Portable. One very random change I've noticed here. I don't know why this is so amusing to me, but in Portable, for some reason, Yukari and Fuka are standing up instead of just taking a load off on the couch. I guess so that their interact points aren't too close together is why they are spaced out like this. Anyways, let's go to Tartarus. Except let's not, because like Persona 3 FES, I've just already taken care of all that off screen. It's all recorded. Obviously, the previous Tartarus video had most good chunk of the footage from that expedition there, and we'll be seeing more of it in the next video. But for right now, let's just go to the most recent Tartarus save and just do a quick appraisal of my progress, or rather, the end results I've gotten from Tartarus. As you can see, good amount of money, and that's not even counting the stuff that I'm going to be able to sell once we get back into the Bay Area. We've got all these weapons to sell, and they sell for a lot more in Persona 3 Portable. Also, my Persona stock, as you can see, got a good number of powerful Personas here, like Hua Po, who actually has her fire boost, and if she gets one more level, she'll give us a card for that. Very helpful. Hi Pixie, set up for some ice casting, although unfortunately wasn't able to get ice boost onto her. Taki Minakata looking pretty good. Just a whole bunch of good stuff here. Narcissus at level 23 and on track to get his equipment generated. We'll want to register him every now and again just to make sure that he's ready, and then I've got stuff like Ares, Principality, all this stuff, mostly just here that's going to be kicking around in our inventory so we can get boosts for the relevant social links. Though Ares does have some value as a weapon fusion. Incidentally, may as well take stock of the nihil weapons that I was able to get in Persona 3 Portable. I've got the one Void Naginata we were provided. There's a nihil bow here, and I swear I got something else. A nihil longsword. Don't know why this one is separated out from the rest of the weapons. Unfortunately, we have no knuckles, nor do we have a one-handed, or rather rapier, for Mitsuru, so not going to be able to get any weapons for Akihiko or Mitsuru yet, but we do have options for Junpei, and especially for Yukari, which will come in handy. With all that addressed, let me just go over real quick. I'm just taking a quick gander at the requests we still have outstanding from Theodore. I do have to make a Valkyrie with Tarukaja at some point, which I do have enough money to do that. Let's see. Oh, I haven't gotten the spiked bat yet. I should have done that off screen. It doesn't really matter when I do it, though. We can just get back to it when I have opportunity. And then the goggle-eyed doll, I think I got enough turquoise for that. I'll double check, but that's all I really wanted to address here. Then we will be moving on to the next day. For the first time in forever, there is nothing to worry about in the early times of the day. We're just able to get straight into after school. We're going to be hanging out with Chihiro today. Are you leaving now? I was thinking about visiting the bookstore again. I know it might be a lost cause, but still. And I feel like, you know what? We actually do have the money this time, Chihiro. We could get you the books if you wanted. To be honest, I was afraid to go by myself, but with you there, then even if someone bought it. No, I should be more optimistic. Okay, let's go, Zeller-san.
Senpai, hurry! I hope no one's bought that illustration collection. Please still be there. Come on.
Wait! Fushimi! They said our class's materials fee hasn't been paid yet.
Yeah, I was totally getting grilled in the faculty office just now.
Alright, the money. I, gave it to Mr. Takenozuka when he came to the office.
You were the one responsible for that money, weren't you, Fushimi-san? That means you were the last one who saw it.
But I just told you.
Well, the teacher told us we haven't paid yet. So doesn't that make this your fault?
Senpai?
It's gotta be a misunderstanding. Come on, like, how would she look at her? Does she look like the type to steal money? She hasn't even bought the books that she was so desperate to get.
Yes, I think so too. I clearly remember giving the money to the teacher. It has to be some kind of mistake.
Look, just make sure you take care of it, alright? I'm sure it's exciting to have that much money, but you better do something before everyone finds out. Don't worry. We won't tell anyone.
Wait! You think I... those guys... They must think I stole the money. I couldn't stand up to them, but I didn't take anything.
Don't worry, don't worry. You gotta do something. I mean, honestly, we should just get them all together and send them to the teacher, but that would end the social link too quickly.
Yes, you're right. We have to do something. I have to prove to everyone that it wasn't me. How do I do that? I'm certain I handed the money over. I'll just have to talk to Mr. Takenozuka about this. But what if he thinks I'm accusing him of stealing? Senpai, what should I do?
Chihiro's on the verge of tears. I have to do something about this. I can sense that Chihiro is relying on me. Sorry, I was a little late to read the text there. But we've reached rank 7 with the Justice Social Link. This one's also getting pretty close to capping out.
I'm sorry. I know I can't just expect you to solve everything. This is my problem, so I need to figure it out on my own. Bookworms. I think I have to pass today. Sorry.
I walked with Chihiro until it was time to part ways. Hey, there's a box on the counter. Looks like the product I ordered through the shopping program on TV has arrived. Let's see what's inside. And we get our plants. Kind of unfortunate. Maybe I should have held off on harvesting the crops and I could have planted today, but oh well. Not a big deal. And, yeah, let's just get into the night. This ramen is gonna turn me into a total dreamboat. Or at least that's what I keep telling myself.
Hey? Can you guess what I'm going to tell you?
Let me think. There's gonna be something going on in a week?
You're used to it by now, huh? The next full moon will be in 1 week. Are you prepared? Be careful, okay? And don't worry, I'll come see you again.
You know how you use rubbing alcohol for science experiments? Well, I heard there's a teacher who drinks it, saying it's as good as regular alcohol. But that can't be good for you. I wouldn't try it if I were you. Believe me, it's not worth it. Yeah, that's a good way to either go blind or die. Anyway, in Persona 3 FES, I'm heading towards Mr. Adegawa's office, because over the course of fulfilling requests for Elizabeth during, well, at some point, I think it was, I forget which request I turned in, it opened up a new one that, it's the same as the potent medicine request in Persona 3 Reload. Since I went to Tartarus now, and I'm tired, we're able to fulfill this. So, this, request that I got, you just have to go to Mr. Edegawa's office when you are tired, and he'll offer you his medicine as usual. But there is a fork in the path at this time. We actually want to refuse it. What do you mean you won't drink it? Are you a coward? Even Algernon drank it. That normally quiet mouse went squeaking out of here with energy. I get it. I'm not sure it's safe to drink. But here, take this. Some old medicine I found lying around. Oh, is it rubbing alcohol? You got a powerful drug. Well, this seems potent enough. Maybe Elizabeth will like this. I'm waiting for my boyfriend. A lot of weird stuff's been happening to people lately. But come to think of it, it's only been happening to couples. Maybe I should walk home alone. Oh no, boyfriend girl is not sure about her relationship anymore. That mysterious apathy syndrome affecting couples is on the rise. Do you have a girlfriend? Men have to fight for their women, even if you know you can't win. I'm proud to say I've done the same thing in my day. Interesting. Also over here, I heard from my son that there's this freaky website on the internet. Apparently, you can have someone carry out revenge for you. They have online revenge agents now? I don't know much about computers, but that sounds strange. Lady, you don't even know the half of it. Let me show you this video called the BME Pain Olympics. Actually, no, don't Google that, don't Google that. Anyways, let's turn in this request to Elizabeth real quick. You seem to have completed a request. Just a moment while I check. This must be that powerful medicine. It looks quite poisonous. May I try some? Oh, the way it feels going down my throat. What an amazing concoction. I feel as though it could almost kill a man. This is very impressive medicine. Please accept your reward. And we get Amrita water. This is a multi-target status cure item that cures every single ailment. Actually pretty handy, and there are a couple fights later on where I might want to have this. Any new request fill in after I do that one? As a matter of fact, yes, we have the Platinum Watch request, which we get 6 chewing souls for. I believe we'll be able to complete this one the next time B-Blue-V updates its inventory, so I'm not in a hurry to take care of that. I'm gonna walk around and talk to some more NPCs, and if I see anything interesting, I'll cut to that, and then we'll move on to the social link that I'll be addressing today. The victims of apathy syndrome can never get their normal lives back. Is that true or not? That's some BS, lady. You got it! The symptoms of the syndrome vary from person to person, according to my hard-won information. Unconsciousness, loss of vitality, aphasia, mental decline. However, some only have minor symptoms and are back to a normal life already. Oh, gee, I wonder if there's something that's causing that. I heard something interesting from one of my co-workers. Seems there's this strange website on the internet. He was reluctant to give me any details, so I don't really know anything about it. All I know is that it has something to do with revenge. That revenge website has really been a hot topic around town. Lots of people are talking about it. I heard some students from the school relapse into apathy syndrome. This time it was just males and females who were together. It's so weird. I hope we're okay. But it's not that weird for a guy and a girl to faint together, is it? Or is it? It's like they fainted together? Wow. I was walking around the other day, and this weird guy walked up to me. He didn't wear a shirt, and he had weird tattoos. I tried to look away, but I accidentally looked right into his eyes. They were the coldest eyes I'd ever seen. And then he smiled at me! God, even thinking about it gives me shivers all down my back. If only it had been Mitsuru Senpai, I would have fainted on the spot. It always goes back to Mitsuru with you. Anyway, we're going to be hanging out with Chihiro today. One special thing to note is that in FES, this is actually the rank at 10 event for Chihiro, so her social link will be maxed out going forward. This means that we don't have to worry about her social link reversing due to jealousy anymore. Not that we ever have to interact with it beyond this point anymore either, but that's an important thing to consider with social links in Persona 3 FES. So I figured it'd be a good time to reiterate it. After a pretty rousing day out, I think it's time to do another weapon fusion, and I created a special persona for this. Now, the weapon I'm about to fuse isn't one that's really going to give us overwhelming power, but it is going to give us overwhelming defense. I have created a Legion. I made this by doing a triangle spread with a Naga, a Barith, and a Valkyrie. This gets me Legion, and Legion is an interesting thing to fuse. One thing to note about Fool Arcanas is when they fuse into weapons, they have unique effects specific to the persona. So Orpheus, Slime, and Legion, they all do something different from each other, and every Fool persona after Legion also does something unique. Legion, in this case, has one hell of an effect. Although the bow only has an attack power of 1, he gives you 100 extra HP. This is crazy good, and I'd recommend making up a couple Legion weapons just for characters with frail defenses who can really benefit from that much extra HP. In particular, Yukari is forced into the next fight, and she has some struggles in that fight, so having this extra 100 HP on her will help her out immensely. So I'm going to create this. I've never fused a weapon like this before. Are you satisfied with the source bow? I am more than satisfied with the source bow. We can pick it up in 1 day. Do note that there are weapons that we can fuse that will take 2 days to fuse, though there is no weapon that takes any longer than 2 days. With that taken care of, I'm going to hang out with Tanaka tonight. Keisuke, please, I don't want to hang out with you. Sorry, I'm busy. Studying, which you should be doing. Kaz, I'll be hanging out with you later. Just please, let me study. Transitioning over to Portable for 6:30, it turns out I did get enough turquoise from my Tartarus expedition to pick up the goggle-eyed doll, something that is not quite as useful for the Femc, because I don't know if any of the guys like this thing, but we need it for a request, so we may as well turn that in. I do want to use a Yawn Begone to purge my tiredness, but I want to make sure, just in case that the potent medicine request populates after I turn this in, that I still have tiredness to go fulfill that real quick. Obviously, we don't actually need the medicine at all for any practical purpose, just for completing that request. In the terms of boosting courage, I mean. Is that? I see. So that's the goggle-eyed doll idol I requested. It looks quite old, but I'm certain someone put a great deal of time and energy into making it. I believe that it resembles a certain persona. You can have this back now. I wanted to read that just to see that sometimes Theodore has interesting things to say. We get the winter outfit for Mitsuru, which is actually kind of nice, because I don't think I have any better armor for her. Yes, there's the strong medicine request. We've already turned that in Persona 3 FES, so I'm just going to go take care of that real quick. Get our Bomb of Life reward, which is not anything too special, but hey. Theodore has a slightly different reaction to the bitter medicine. It's a well-made drink, with a smooth texture and a refreshing taste. Oh my, I drank it all. I think I can make something like this on my own, except mine will be more effective. I'd like you to try it when I'm done with it. Oh boy. Anyways, we get a Bomb of Life. Not anything too interesting. Did anything else populate in real quick? Yes, the same Platinum Watch request. Get another outfit for Mitsuru. That actually is something I'd like to draw attention to real quick. That winter outfit for Mitsuru was actually a nice pickup at this stage of the game, because I didn't have any other items for her that were quite as good as it. She was still wearing her ruffled blouse, and this is a nice upgrade for her. I also had some spare combat boosts to give her. I should get her a ice bracer when I have a chance. Well, when I can. I also wanted to point out that the casual outfits for the characters do exist in FES, but they become available a little bit later, and they're stronger and weaker than they are in Persona 3 Portable. They have a base defense value of 80, or rather just a defense value of 80, but they don't have the secondary effects like boosting your HP or your SP. Now, just to get on to the main meat of today in Persona 3 Portable, I'm going to be hanging out with Yukari, and also going to be hanging out with Tanaka in the evening. I'm also just going to sell a bunch of my crap real quick to pad out my coffers, and yeah, that's all there is to this day in Persona 3 Portable. Also, I'm going to turn into the rewards to Kurosawa. I kind of just forgot about that. The text is the same as it is in Persona 3 Reload, for the most part anyway. We get that 40k yen, similar rewards, all good stuff. Let's just see if this last one's any different. A shirt of chivalry. It's whatever.
Good morning.
The next full moon is almost upon us. Are you feeling prepared? As ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
Good, I'm counting on you. According to the cycle, it should appear on July 7th at midnight. That's 6 days from now. The number of instances has also been increasing as we've gotten closer to the full moon, so stay alert. I decided to make use of some of those cards that I've been collecting, and I've turned Power into a Pierce-focused Crit Striker, so this should be pretty fun to play around with once we get a chance to use them in battle. Moving on to the actual content of the day, we're hanging out with Yuko. Hopefully the training we've been giving those kids has paid off, because those kids had their race, and they said they want to talk to us. It feels as if I can grow stronger because I have a right persona. That's the only way I can be confident in talking to girls. Oh, okay. I'll go call them over then. I wonder how they did. Now I'm getting nervous.
Coach and the boyfriend! Coach! We raced them all one-on-one, and 2 of us actually won! That means we tied the 6th graders. Can you believe it? They said they're gonna let us use the schoolyard now, and they want to be friends with us. They think we're pretty fast for 4th graders, and told us we should play together sometime.
Oh, you guys! I never had a doubt. I know how hard you all worked.
Wow, thanks. Big sis?
You don't have to call me that if you don't want to. Auntie Yuko is fine.
1, 2, 3. Good luck with your boyfriend!
They called you my boyfriend till the very end.
Now, let's see. I think I'll just go with they're just joking. But I believe if you want to actually pursue a romance with Yuko, it doesn't immediately lock you into it, but you do have to select this choice at the top here. I think so, anyway. In Persona 3 Reload, romantic relationships are strictly optional. You're not forced into them anymore, even though a lot of them do have strong romantic overtones. If you're curious to see how the romance social links play out in Persona 3, then you're in luck, because FES just forces you into that, so you can check out the supplemental videos and see how those develop as they go along. I have a particular romance in mind for Persona 3 Reload, though, so we'll just be dodging romance all along the way throughout the game.
Yeah, I know that. Those kids even call Kaz my boyfriend when I'm with him. You know what this feels like? The end of some cheesy high school drama series. Like the kids have left the nest.
Are you sad?
Now that it's suddenly so quiet, yeah, a little. Although it was pretty tough at the beginning. Teaching those kids how to race, it was pretty fun. They looked so happy every time they got faster. And it made me happy too. That feeling of wanting to help them just kept growing bigger and bigger. You know, this might have been the first time I really put my heart into something. And it's not that I've been slacking off as a team manager, but maybe helping and teaching people is more of my thing. Kinda made me think about the things I should do for my future, I mean. Oh, by the way, I wanted to thank you. Maybe we should throw a little party, you know, to celebrate our first attempt at coaching.
Hell yeah, I party hardy. Let's do it.
Yay! Oh, I can't wait. Now where should we have the party at? I kind of want it to be somewhat fancy. I'll look around for a place.
And with that, Yuko is full of enthusiasm. I feel like our relationship has grown. Platonically, of course. And we have hit rank 7 for the Strength Social Link. Too bad we're not going to get another rank 7 this video, otherwise we would have hit the jackpot.
I didn't have much confidence at the beginning. So you being here with me was really... Well, let's talk about that next time. We'll have plenty of time at the party. Shall we head home?
I left school with Yuko.
I see you're back.
Did you hear? The next operation will be on July 7th. That means it's going to be a Star Festival special bout. That actually sounds pretty badass, so thank you for telling me that, Akihiko. Let's go talk to our friends around here. It's been a while since they've all been in the lounge like this. There's still so much we don't know about Tartarus and Shadows, but at least we know when the next operation day will be so we can prepare for it. So, how well do you usually prepare anyway, Zellercoon? Ah, come on, I prepare thoroughly. You've been watching how I play this game. Really? I'm impressed. No wonder you're our leader. How about you, Junpei? Are you ready for the excitement? What's up with Yucatan? It's like she's glaring daggers every time she looks at Kirijo-senpai. Maybe she has a crush on her. Right. I wonder what happened. Maybe Senpai ate Yucatan's last bonbon. Ah, Junpei, you can be so chauvinistic sometimes. It's okay, we tolerate it. You know those couples who came down with apathy syndrome? It's a hot topic in my class, but I can't figure out why they've been attacking groups of 2 specifically. I just don't see the point. Is this all part of the Shadow's plan? I hope we can figure something out with our investigation anyway. Let's keep our chins up. Oh, anyway, let's keep our chins up. I like the idea of, like, the Shadows just sitting in a meeting room discussing their plan for the next month. As you may recall, I handled support before Yamagishi joined us, so I was worried my sword skills might have deteriorated. However, muscle memory kicked in, and I seem to be as capable as ever. I'll say, Mitsuru, you actually came in at the highest level of anybody, and you hit the ground running in combat. Yeah, you'd think on at least one of these nights I'd bump into, like, Junpei, Akihiko, or heck, even Yukari or Mitsuru who might be here. Kind of a lost opportunity that we could never do these joint dinner sessions with our friends. We're gonna be hanging out with Bebe today. Also tonight, I'll be picking up my fused weapon from the antique store, and likely be making another one for the protagonist. I'm also thinking about fusing up a weapon for Junpei, but I'll have to decide on what I want to give him. But for now, Bebe. Bebe, we just had a heart-to-heart today. I'll talk to you in the future. Kenji, go away! I'm hanging out with you tomorrow. Following up with Persona 3 Portable and closing out 7-1, we've got another unique social link for today, because we're going to be hanging out with Rio. Hey, what's up? We have practice today. Are you going after this? Let's see, and we've got Aries, so we are ideally set up to do this, although I don't think we can get any points in this specific social link, so it really doesn't matter. Gekukan High Gym. You and Rio are practice playing in a volleyball in the empty gym. Let's take a break. Make sure you keep yourself hydrated, too. Hey there. Your classmate Kenji approaches the two of you. You again? What do you want now? Huh? Are you the only guys here? If there's anybody else here, they must be ghosts. Would it kill you to stop being so sarcastic all the time? It really isn't cute at all. So, who are you looking for? Miss Kano. She's the club advisor, right? Yeah, but she's never here. She doesn't care. She doesn't even know the rules of the game. Well, a sophisticated woman like her wouldn't care much for children's games in any case. Children's games? I'm kidding! Ah! Don't waste that pretty face of yours by getting all red like that. You shouldn't say stuff if you don't mean it. But man, where could Miss Kano be? She wasn't in the faculty office either. No idea. Do you know, Zoe? Maybe she went home already. Really? I think so too? Ah, man. I'm so bummed I could just fall over and die right here. Why are you looking for her, Kenji? I got the tickets that Miss Kano wanted. Kenji shrugs. We should tell it like it is. Isn't she just using you? No way! Miss Kano's not that kind of person. She's so beautiful and mature and sweet that I can't help but... Oh... Kenji blushes. Why do you like her? Huh? You're such a kid, Ryo-san. Listen up, okay? It's got nothing to do with logic or reason. Love is something that just happens, whether you want it or not. It just happens. But seriously, don't tell anybody about this, got it? I don't even want you and Zoe-san talking about me, okay? Kenji leaves. Love just happens to you? Yeah, pretty much. I see. It'll never just happen to me. Ryo looks off in the direction that Kenji went. You feel like you understand Ryo a little better now. And I'm kind of sick of Kenji at this point. Now he's hijacking Ryo's social link too. Yeah, get out of here, Kenji. The volleyball social link has reached level 5. Your power to create personas of the Chariot Arcana has grown. Let's get back to practice. Come on, we can't let someone like him get to us. I'll round up the balls. Is this turning into the basketball social link from Persona 4? You and Ryo finished your practice, then went back to the dorm. And all we have to do tonight is go do the quiz.
Where have you been?
Did you hear? The next operation will be on 7th. Blah, blah, blah. I know, Star Festival, Akihiko. One thing I wanted to draw attention to is, though, I screwed up and forgot to use the Yawn Be Gone. It does not matter, though, because, well, we're not going to be studying the following night, so this won't affect me. So let me go take care of the quiz game, which we can play just fine, regardless of our condition. I got some bad news for you in the audience. We're hanging out with Kenji today. Hey, you want to know the secret to a happy relationship with the girl you like? Normally, you just hang out, chat, and get to know each other better, right? But you gotta watch what you say. You step on a landmine, it'll all go up in smoke. And when that happens, it's over. She's through. Usually it won't be that bad, but still. If she does walk out on you, what should you do? I guess you just gotta get on your hands and knees and beg for forgiveness, even if it takes a day. Not that I'd ever have to worry about that. Nobody knows Emery better than me. By the way, you heading out, right? Kenji, you don't need to tutorialize us about relationships in Persona 3 Reload. They're not that difficult compared to the original games. Anyways, we're going to spend time with them. Perfect. In that case, let's go to Wild Duck. There's a lot I want to talk about today.
Yeah, Emiri is... Oh, that's Miss Kano's first name. Anyway, Emiri's really popular with the guys. And I kind of took her away from them, you know? Like she became my girl before they even had a chance. Turns out Emiri's a really strict teacher when it comes to grades. At home, though, she's a real sweetheart. I love how her attitude changes when she's with me. Yeah, good-looking people just flock together, you know? It's like a law of attraction.
Okay.
I know, right? It's like we're actually in a TV show. Anyway, what about you? Make any progress with Takeba-san? I feel guilty hogging all the happiness, so I'm gonna wish for you to be happy too. And hey, don't tell anyone about me and Emiri, okay? Because teachers aren't allowed to date students. I only told you because I trust you.
Tomochika seems to really trust me. I feel like our relationship has grown stronger, unfortunately. But we've hit rank 5. We're halfway done with this loser. I don't like the social link as much as Junpei is, I'm not even gonna lie. Kenji's okay, I guess.
Shoot, look at the time. I'm way behind on my favorite show. Well, I guess that's because real life is way better than any show right now.
I don't think Tomochika's ever going to stop talking. I ended the conversation in a good spot and went home. Even the protagonist is not having fun with this one. It's kind of funny that they kept that, given the less opportunistic nature of a lot of the social links in this version of the game. Anybody's got anything to say? As a matter of fact, Akihiko has some new dialogue. Next battle may be drawing near, but don't get too nervous. If you do, you might find yourself freezing up. Try and stay as relaxed as you can. I'll do my best, Akihiko. Can I help you? Let's talk. Oh yeah, have you been keeping track of the moon phases each month, Zeller-kun? Of course, of course. I mean, I've got that big indicator at the top right letting me know how many days I got left. Well, that's reassuring. Guess that's what makes you the leader. Okay, thanks for gassing me up a little bit, I guess. Kirijo-senpai never tells us more than what she thinks we need to know. Well, that's just how she is, Yukari. Don't take it too personally. Yeah, I guess telling everyone everything isn't really your style, but I don't know. Yeesh. You should hash it out with her. Just have a nice little heart-to-heart. Anyway, tonight we're going to be hanging out with someone who is way more charming than Kenji. Let's hang out with that old monk. What do you want? Killing my bus here. The monk seems to be drinking by himself. I feel like I might grow closer to the monk soon. Should I spend some time with him? I don't think he's gonna pour us a drink, but I don't think he'll have any objection to us sitting with him. Oh, wait, yeah.
Hey, I remember you. I thought I told you not to come back here. Huh. Damn kids. Well, I don't care, as long as you don't get on my nerves. Have a seat. What you doing here today, kid?
I came to see you, old man? Probably. None of your old business, old man. None of your business, old man. By the way, I was just thinking, it's kind of funny that he tells us to take a seat when we're already sitting down. In Persona 3 FES, you were not sitting down when you first chatted him up.
You're absolutely right. It ain't any of my business. Watch your mouth, kid. I am your elder, after all. You were my son, I'd give you a swift kick in the ass. You don't have to revere me, but at least show some proper respect.
Okay, so how should I address you then?
Mutatsu. That's my Buddhist name. Not my real one, of course. But that's Mutatsu-san to you. The world's not a forgiving place, kid. You gotta show other people respect.
I was lectured by Mutatsu-chan. I can sense the kindness behind his words. I feel like I understand Mutatsu a little better now. And we get rank 2 of the Tower Social Link. It'll be a long while before... Okay, not a long while, but probably not until the next Tartarus exploration where we can make use of this Social Link.
Well, I don't really care what happens to somebody else's kid, but... Go home already, will you? And this time don't come back again.
I say goodbye to Mutatsu and went back to the dorm, thinking about the next time I'll violate his edict. As alluded to in the previous phone call, I will be hanging out with Kenji today. I also fused up a pair of knuckles with another Legion in order to get another 100 HP weapon. Although note, that did eat a pretty considerable chunk of money. I'm thinking about what I'll fuse to create a weapon for Junpei. I do have an idea of what I want to make, but I'll leave that a secret for now, until I actually do it. Or I might just leave you hanging. Nah, I was just teasing with you. I'm gonna fuse a Principality into a Nihil Longsword in order to create something with the Evade Wind ability. I've already registered this Principality because it turned out pretty well, so I may want to pull it out of the compendium later, but it'll be a while before I have the funds to do that again. Unfortunately, that would drain me too much without going to Tartarus again, Or it would drain me of too much money without going to Tartarus again if I want to pull more stuff out of the compendium. So we're going to have to save that for the next time we get a chance to go to Tartarus. Anyways, heading to Club Escapade and spending the rest of the night hanging out with Mutatsu and studying. But wait, there's more! For once we have a phone call incoming that we're not gonna blow off, and it's the first person that's calling me for once. We want to accept a date with Yuko. This will give us enough points to rank up with her when we talk to her on Saturday, and we'll also need the points from the date to continue her social link, so we may as well just take care of this right now. Really? Then make sure you get up early next Sunday. Oh, I always do. Heading into 7-2 and Portable, unfortunately, I'm still sick. But again, it doesn't really affect anything, because we're going to be hanging out with Tanaka tonight. Even more important than that, though, Persona 3 Portable is on fire this video, because we've got another unique social link, Junpei's final social link. Can I talk to you about something? Junpei looks very serious. What could he want to talk about? Well, we have the Magician Persona Huapo, so we could get closer with him, even though it literally does not matter for this last one. Alright then, let's go. Heck yeah. Iwatodai Strip Mall, Hagakure Ramen, the sentimental music is playing.
So,
I'm no good at this. Where do I start? Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Still... well, I had something serious to talk about. I want you to have this. I never had much I was that attached to, but I always held on to this for some reason.
You obtained pink key holder.
I used to keep my house keys on that. Thing is, I never wanted to go home. So, when it turned out I was gonna get to live at the dorm, you wouldn't believe how happy I was. I thought after that, I could turn my back on it all. So I kept this keychain and house keys stashed away, since I figured I'd never have to use them again. But after a while, I didn't like the way I was trying to avoid stuff. I knew the problem wasn't gonna go away just because I wouldn't look at it. And that I was lame for ever thinking so. That's why I dug these out. I plan to go see my dad, too. Then again, I'm still kinda chicken. If you hold on to those for me, it'll be like you've got my back for it. That way, I have the guts to see him.
Junpei's hands are trembling. You can tell that it took all the courage he had to tell you this.
Hey, listen. You can talk to me too if anything's bothering you, alright? And I'm not saying so because I want to be the guy people turn to. It's just you don't have to do everything yourself. You and the rest of the gang were there for me, and I'm here for you the same way. Don't forget that, okay?
You sense strong affection from Junpei. You sense a bond with Junpei, sorry. I honestly forgot that this final one was actually voiced. Most Persona 3 FES and Portable social links are unvoiced. In fact, all Persona 3 FES social links are unvoiced, so it's I was kind of caught off guard when Junpei actually started talking. But we've maxed out the Magician social link. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. The innermost power of the Magician Arcana hath been set free. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Cert, the ultimate form of the Magician Arcana. And yes, the Junpei Iori social link has reached its maximum level. For those who are curious, no, there is no romantic option with Junpei. For reasons, but we'll see that later. You have mastered the Junpei Iori social link. I don't know why, that terminology, just saying you mastered the social link, is really funny to me. FES says the same thing. Your power to create personas of the Magician Arcana has reached its maximum. Zoe Collins has forged a bond that cannot be broken. The Magician social link is at its maximum level. You can now create Cert, the Inferno God. Cert is one of my favorite personas in FES and Portable.
I'm glad I got this power. And it's not because it makes me kind of like a superhero or anything. It always bugged me. That weakness I knew was there inside. But I feel like I can change. And I think that if it wasn't for you and the rest, I wouldn't have that feeling, even with this power. Or worse, I might have done the wrong things with it. So, thanks. Jeez, listen to me, going on like that. Come on, let's eat. You want some more green onion barbecued pork?
You and Junpei spent a long time talking about all sorts of things. I've turned on the auto advance for voice events, and sometimes that creates problems for me when I actually want to idle on a screen. But yes, Cert is one of my favorite persona in Persona 3 Portable and FES. He's not quite as good in Reload, though there's still value in fusing him there. But he is the ultimate fire persona, and he comes ready-made with Fire Boost and Fire Amp. So it's very easy to hyper-tune him to just one turn nearly everything you run into that isn't resistant to fire. We'll be seeing that later, because he's also one of the lowest level, actually he's the lowest level ultimate persona you can create in the game, so that is also super nice. Anyways, for the rest of the night, we're going to be hanging out with Tanaka, so I'll go take care of that. I can hear people talking. Hey, get this. The other night, my boyfriend casually tried to take me to a Shirakawa Boulevard on a date. What? No way! That Shirakawa Boulevard? Ew, he totally had an ulterior motive. We just started dating, but I'm already getting creeped out. His head's always in the gutter. Maybe I should dump him. I would recommend that, actually. I don't want to end up like those couples from The Rumors. You know, the ones found unconscious somewhere. Hey, I guess better unconscious in an alley than in a bathtub with one of your kidneys missing. As you all should know, there are many theories about the author Murasaki Shikibu. That the tale of Genji was authored by someone else. That Murasaki Shikibu was a shared pen name. Some have even suggested that Murasaki Shikibu was an alien from outer space. A truly intriguing theory. You've probably seen her portrait. It's printed on the 2,000 yen bill. Well, since we're on the topic of Murasaki Shikibu, here's a question regarding the tale of Genji. Thou shalt not recite such a tale of this world before the princess. Now, what such tale does this quote refer to? Iori, go on and answer. Huh? Me? Hey, lend me a hand here, Cullen. What kind of tale is he talking about? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say romance. Correct! Too easy, was it? The world used in sentence refers to the world of relationships and romance. Therefore, he is told not to read tales of romance in front of the princess. However, world can also refer to society or mankind, like it's how it's often used today. Make sure you read it correctly based on the given context. Now, on to the next one. Whew, thanks, Cullen. You're a lifesaver. Zeller-kun really got Iori out of a pinch back there. He's such a nice guy. I can hear my classmates whispering. That empowers me. It's a glorious day, people, because we're going to be hanging out with Hidetoshi for the final time. I've been waiting for you, Zeller-kun. If you're planning to attend today's meeting, I could use your help with something. I feel as if I can grow closer with the persona Taki Mikazuchi. Not that it really matters, because we're about to max out, so let's just spend time at Student Council. Excellent. I owe you for this. I'd like to do a little presentation to help raise awareness on the Student Council. I'll do most of the talking, so if you wouldn't mind supporting me.
Which is what I believe to be the proper way to wear one's uniform. Please keep these things in consideration. I'm not saying everyone should follow this to the letter, so we'll leave it to the discretion of the individual. Holy crap! Did that just come out of his mouth?
I think this is the first time he's cared about anyone else's opinions.
Well, at least he's trying.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. So, how did I do? What did everyone think?
That was incredible, man. You did a great job.
Thanks. Doing that takes a huge weight off my shoulders. I may have painted a selfish, arrogant portrait of myself to everyone, so I'll have to win back their trust. Here, look at this. One of the guys fessed up about the cigarette butt in the boys' bathroom. It took a lot of persuasion, but he promised me he'll never smoke again. This lighter is proof of that. I earned his trust by showing compassion for others. Just like you taught me. That's why you should be the one to have it.
Thank you, man. Well, I don't really like how dismissive this one's is, so I'll cherish it.
Thanks. I've spent my whole life looking down on others. Such baseless bravado. But you taught me an important lesson. Something I'll carry with me forever. I don't think I'll ever be anything like you, though.
Odagiri seems embarrassed. I feel an unbreakable bond with Odagiri.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Emperor Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the Emperor within thyself.
And thus we have another maxed out rank 10 social link in the Emperor Social Link, and our reward for doing so? The Emperor Social Link has reached the maximum level. You can now fuse Odin, the Storm God. Odin is an excellent persona in FES and Portable. He's not as big a deal in Persona 3 Reload due to his major benefit in those versions of the game being pretty heavily nerfed, but he's still definitely worth your time to fuse in this game once we hit the level to be able to fuse him. I think it's, I want to say it's either 54 or 56 we need to be to fuse Odin. Definitely in FES and Portable, though, the first chance you get to fuse him, you want to make Odin, and I'll go over why when we get the chance to.
Do you remember the story I told you about the TV station's writer? That man. He's my father. I see now that sincerity is important, and I'm proud of myself for understanding that. I also realized what an amazing man my father is. It's about time to go. Say, do you want to stop by somewhere before we head home? Now that I think about it, we've never hung out outside of school before.
I walked home with Odagiri, who was in a great mood. It's nice to see that they managed to pry that stick out of his ass. Nothing more from me, Junpei. I thought so. You were just holding out on me. Hey, no, Akihiko, you had your chance. Junpei has the floor now. Hey, Cullen, have you heard? Shadows are attacking couples now. I bet the shadow behind it is one jealous and lonely son of a gun. How sad. Yeah, totally unlike you, Junpei. Oh, that was mean. I'm sorry, Junpei. If I'm not mistaken, the next shadow will reveal itself soon. We have a full moon coming up on the 7th. I expect the dark hour that night to be eventful. The next operation will be crucial to my research. Make sure you're prepared for the next full moon. What are you researching, Chairman? Interesting.
Hello.
It appears that the number of the lost is increasing again. This time, however, it seems to many of the new cases specifically involve couples. Perhaps who the shadow's target is dictated by the time of year. I wonder, though, we'll just have to think more about it, and see what we can find out. Maybe Hidetoshi was eating, here too, and that's why he was a bit more charismatic in that presentation. Something to think about, And what's another day in Persona 3 FES without a pop quiz? Not much of one. As you should all know, there are many theories about the author Murasaki Shikibu. That the Genji Monogatari had a different offer, that Murasaki Shikibu was a shared pen name. Hey, now, this one sounded a little bit familiar. Trust me, though, there is a different question at the end. Some have even suggested that Murasaki Shikibu was an alien from outer space. An intriguing theory. You've probably seen her portrait. It's printed on the 2,000 yen bill. There's one thing you might not know about Murasaki Shikibu, and that's the way in which her achievement is recognized worldwide. Does anyone know? Junpei? Huh? Me? How am I supposed to know about someone who lived that long ago? What do I say, Cullen? That would be the Global Heritage Pavilion. Correct! Too easy, was it? Next. You saved me. Thanks, Cullen. You hear classmates whispering. Cullen helped Junpei out. He's a really nice guy. Yes. Although, once again, not actually getting any benefit out of this pop quiz, or any in the foreseeable future. For Fantastic Friday Fun Times, we'll be hanging out with Fuka. And finally, what Friday is complete in FES without a frowning old monk? It's Mutatsu time. Oh, it's you. And rounding out 7-3, we will be hanging out with Yukari today. I'll also be initiating the Tower Social Link during the evening, so pretty packed day of social linking, though we're not going to be seeing it in this video.
Morning.
You know it's going to be a full moon soon. Doesn't it make you nervous? No, I think I stay pretty cool under pressure, honestly. Oh yeah? You're always so calm, Zeller-kun. Well, I guess we have to do this no matter what. On today's episode of Kitchen Nightmares, we'll be hanging out with Fuka Yamagishi. I'm just about to head home. How about you? Seems like Fuka wants to walk home with me. I feel as if we can grow closer thanks to the High Priestess persona Apsaris. I feel like I might grow closer soon. Yeah, let's spend time with Fuka. Okay then, let's go. Now that I think about it, even though we live in the same dorm, we've never gone back together before.
Remember how I told you I wanted to improve my cooking? Well, I've been trying a lot since then, but I can never seem to get the taste right. I still don't have a feel for how much salt to add. How do you do it?
You know, just a pinch, not a lot.
dash? Oh, so speed is important? Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I've just been pouring it in slowly. I'll try and remember that. To tell you the truth, I was actually hoping I could make something you'd really like. But I don't think I'll be able to do that for a while. Maybe cooking just isn't for me. Oh, sorry. I know you're just trying to help me, and all I'm doing is being negative.
Hey, look, nobody's a born maestro. Just take it slow, alright?
Thank you. That really means a lot to me. I've never had someone be so supportive of me like this before. I actually have quite a lot of trouble staying optimistic about things. In my head, I always imagine something going horribly wrong. That's why sometimes I feel like giving up when I'm cooking. But you know, when I'm around you or the rest of the team, I never think like that. You've all given me so much confidence in myself. So, I'm really thankful to be a member of C's. That's why I want to show you all my gratitude.
Fuka is starting to trust me. Seems we've grown closer. Rank 3 acquired! Now we get an additional level up when fusing Priestess Personae. Very nice, very nice.
Maybe I should watch one of those cooking shows on TV. Actually, it might be a little too advanced for me. The library might have some books for beginners, though. But in that case, I can't really read while cooking. I wouldn't want to get the pages dirty.
Why not try checking the bookstore?
Oh, right. I guess I could do that, but I don't really like going to bookstores. It's not a big deal, though. Oh my gosh, when did it get so late? I have to go. The hairdryer burned out, so I was planning on fixing it. But I was hoping to get it done before Yukari-chan and the others got back. Sorry, do you mind if we up the pace on the way back?
Am I hanging out with Akihiko now? We hurry back to the dorm with Fuka.
I see you're back.
You probably already know this, but the next full moon will be on Tuesday of next week. I'm sure some kind of shadow will show up. Please be ready. Wouldn't it be funny if no shadow showed up? Anyways, we've got a couple things to do tonight. Well, okay, we only got one thing to do tonight, but I noticed Fuka had something to say, so we'll talk to her. By the way, the next full moon will be on July 7th, the same day as Tanabata. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect for this upcoming battle. We'll just have to be ready for anything. Better to play it safe. Yeah, probably best to err on the side of caution. Anyways, we're gonna give Junpei an opportunity to work his green thumb. Yo, what up? You're taking care of the planters up top, right? Mind if I give it a try? Girls are into slim dudes, right? Might be good to eat some vegetables after all. While you can garden alone, raising vegetables with the help of your friends will result in a more plentiful harvest. In addition, the items that our friends help us raise also have alternative effects compared to the items we normally grow just by raising the plants ourselves. Veggies raised with help from others will take on different effects depending on who you were gardening with. The quality of the produce might improve if we tend the rooftop planters together. Want to head up? Absolutely! Let's do it, Junpei. Alright. Sweet, let's get to it.
The only vegetables I ever see at the store are plain old ordinary ones. You know those fancy veggies only people like Kirijo-senpai would eat? If we could grow something like that, we'd make a fortune, don't you think?
Hey, only in Persona 3 Portable is reselling profitable, and only with weaponry. But, depends on how hard we try, I suppose.
Oh, damn! So you're up for it? Yeah, we gotta dream big! You're pretty good with your hands, so what do you say? Want to join forces and make a name for ourselves? Well, we should probably get to work before we get ahead of ourselves.
I attended the rooftop planters with Junpei.
This is getting really rough on my back. Yeah, my hands are all caked in dirt.
The extra care is paying off, and I can harvest more.
But for the sake of Junpei's brand name luxury veggies, I gotta keep going. I don't know how I could deal with all this on my own, so let's do this again, okay?
Moving on to Saturday in FES, we'll be hanging out with Yuko today. We took a phone call just for this. And of course, I'll also be playing the quiz game because it's a Saturday. And once again, closing out a Saturday with Persona 3 Portable. I am going to buy some Yawn Be Gone today, just to make sure that I have a good supply going forward. Though honestly, I probably have all the Yawn Be Gone I could possibly need for the rest of the game. But hey, better safe than sorry. In case anybody gets taken out in Tartarus and I don't have the means to revive them, it's also useful to have a good supply of it there. Also, I actually did get the chance to test it. Yawn Be Gone does not help you if you are sick, so don't let that happen to you. Otherwise, we're just going to be hanging out with Fuka and playing the quiz game today. Should be fun. I got a few messages. And by a few, he means two. We're going to be hanging out with Yuko today, but obviously, before heading to the date immediately, well, okay, it's not a romantic date, you know, just a hangout, we of course got to check out Tanaka's Amazing Commodities. I'd also like to do a card dupe before we hang out with Yuko, so let's get all this taken care of first. Blah, blah, blah. Tanaka's Amazing Commodities, a tasty office snack set. Take a much-needed break from your hectic work life. First up, we have the Yaba chocolate, and you get 3 of them. Our employees eat this all the time, too. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful, but wait, there's more. We'll throw in this Doctor and Jelly, too. Guess how many? 3. All this just for 39.80 yen. This is a special limited product available today only. You heard right. Today only. Oh, how can I pass that up? We're getting it. And they are sold out. Alright, let's get down to the decorum of the day. We got some new dialogue from Amada here. Y'all come to the shrine quite often, huh? Well, me too, I guess. Why do you come here? No specific reason. Just feel like I can relax here. Still, it's kind of a weird place for a kid to relax. You sure you're in elementary school? I have to leave soon, though, since I left in the middle of doing my homework to come here. Okay. Getting a little bit for Ken there. Anyways, I'm just gonna bring attention to the cards that I am mostly going to be duping at the Inari Shrine going forward. I want to get a good supply of crit rate boosts, since this is useful for every type of physical attacking persona, whereas obviously I only need a pierce boost or a strike boost for personae that specialize in those attacks specifically, so I can just dupe them as needed. So let's just make a bunch of crit rate boost cards. Also probably duplicate stuff like my Rakaram card and my Medea card, so I can pass those around to other personae and get a good spread of healing options across every persona that I have. Anyways, now that that's taken care of, we can hang out with Yuko. We have Valkyrie, so we can have a good chance to have a good day with her. My throat is so dry. I think I overdid it. Just so you know, this is just a pre-celebration for the end of our coaching duties. We still need to have a real celebration. Heck yeah. You still want to have some time, right? What do you want to do now? Let's see. How about a cafe? Sounds good to me. Perfect. I was thinking the same thing. You could use a cold drink right now. Oh, actually, some lemonade sounds really good right now. Let's go. Yuko seems very happy. I feel like we became a lot closer today. You know, when we hang out like this and go to cafes or get food, it kind of feels like we're dead. I mean, come on, let's go. After hanging out with Yuko, I headed back to the dorm.
Welcome back.
Hi, how was your day? Oh, Fuka, that was a lovely dress you have. I don't know, I just thought that looked nice. Anyways, we may as well also chat our friends up. Let's talk, Fuka. We're just 2 days away from the next full moon. I still have no idea what kind of battle we should expect. But let's try to prepare ourselves the best we can. Better safe than sorry. Good point, good point. And Yukari, what's on your mind? Still thinking about Mitsuru? I wonder what the next shadow will be like. Bet it'll be far stronger than the other ones so far. Okay, that was a surprisingly low-key comment that she had. Anyways, I know you told me not to come back here, but I am just not good with authority. I need more. Mutatsu seems to be drinking by himself. feel like I might grow closer to Mitatsu soon. Should I spend the evening? Absolutely. You again.
I thought your face looked familiar. You here again, kid? Even Buddha's not that forgiving. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna hand you over to the bouncer and... Well, there's no Buddha in this world, so... Stop looking at me like that and sit down, kid. So tell me, is it that fun hanging out with an old monk whose own wife and kid left him? How come you're always alone when I see you? Don't you got any friends?
Dude, I don't have any friends. I hang out with frickin' Kenji. You think I got friends?
Well, either you like being alone or you got problems. In any case, well said. No hesitation whatsoever. Don't worry if you don't got any friends. Most of life's troubles come from human relationships anyway. Let's define a friend as someone you hold dear. The way I see it, no one in this world ever really cares for others. People always want something out of a relationship. They only really love themselves. You don't call someone who doesn't like you your friend, do you? No. Because you know you won't get nothing from them. Which means in this world, there's no one you can truly hold dear. At the end of the lonely road of love, kid, you're the only one left standing there. What? You see those gals over there? Ones on the dance floor? You can bring one of them over here. I'll be your friend in return, huh? What do you think? I know you can do it.
I mean, I do have popular level charm, so I might be able to pull this off. I felt Mutatsu's warped trust in me. Heck yeah, Man of Cloth is turning me on to nihilism. I love it. I feel like I understand Mutatsu a little better now.
Too tired to go talk to him, huh? You look like you're gonna doze off any second now. Go home for now, kid. Besides, I know you're gonna come again anyway, even if I tell you not to.
I said goodbye to Mutatsu and went back to the dorm. Heading into Sunday on FES, there's no school today. You're meeting someone today. It's Yuko time, everybody. Let's go. Of course, since we rarely get to see dates in action, may as well just keep the commentary going. Don't really feel like this warrants its own supplemental video. Polonia Mall, Chagall Cafe. There's been a lot of talk lately about that apathy syndrome stuff. Yuko's staring at the steam rising from her coffee. But I'm sure it won't affect those kids one bit. So excited about racing, you know? The race has yet to happen, so that's where we're at in our date conversation. They're pretty amazing kids. Yuko seems happy. I envy them, since I don't have anything I'm really passionate about. Ah, Yuko, come on. You'll find something too. You think so? Well, it makes me feel better hearing that from you, Cullen-kun. I've been so busy being team manager and coaching those kids. Not that I mind. I don't have much free time, but how do I put this? It makes me feel good about myself. Yuko seems happy. You two became a lot closer today. You have something that might make Yuko happy. Would you like to give her a gift? What the heck? We've been accumulating some gifts over time, so let's take a look at our fashion items here. Let's see. I have some perfume. Yuko seems fashion conscious. Thanks, I guess. It doesn't seem like the right present for Yuko. That doesn't hurt you, though. Your relationship could become stronger soon. The most important thing is to just give the right response in these dates, so it's not a big deal if I fumbled on the gift a little. It's okay, though, because Mutatsu will appreciate any gesture that we make towards him. We have so much free time to dedicate to the social link that even though it takes a while in points and we don't have the persona that can speed it up, we'll still be liable to max it out pretty quickly, honestly. We're not stopping there for FES quite yet, though. As you probably noticed from the progress bar, this video is coming to a close soon. I'm just going to play into Monday and do the next social link I plan to do today, which is with Kaz. We're getting him to rank 8. Not maxed out like he is in Reload, but he's getting there, he's getting there. Transitioning to Persona 3 Portable, starting out on Sunday morning, we get a phone call. It's from Rio, but I'm actually going to just say I'm tied up here. Now, I actually do want to develop my social link with Rio, or rather, get some points for her, but I don't actually know the correct response for her. I suppose I could give her one of the gifts I made in Cooking Club. Alright, I'm already committed to it, so we're just gonna carry on, and we're gonna go through the Oracle, because it allows me to address something that I actually was not sure on previously. Let's also see what Tanaka is hawking this week, because otherwise we wouldn't get a chance to see that. So, granter of your desires, blah, 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 blah. Let's bring out the item of the day. It's a precious egg. Protects your health. That is a full SP restore, which is actually more worthwhile to have in Persona 3 Portable, so I think I'll get that. And some more Yawn Be Gone. Hey, why not? That's pretty much going to set me for the rest of the game. I think there's only 2 times left where I absolutely need to use Yawn Be Gone, so this will be pretty overkill. But hey, better safe than sorry, right? Anyway, transitioning out of this, there is another reason that I want to go to Nagadaki Shrine today, because in addition to the relationship fortune, we also see this fellow here, the thin young man. Hey, this was the guy from Maiko's Social Link. Let's see, your eyes are so clear. Your soul must be burning brightly. The young man must be intrigued by you because of your impressive academics. If you have rank 4 academics, you will be able to get this man's attention. To the me that is I see reflected in your eyes, and the real me, if there is such a thing. How far apart are they? 3 light years? Yeah, that's about right. A long, sad distance to travel. The young man is smiling. It seems like he appreciated our joke. Your words are very beautiful. If I had something to write with, I'd write them down. I have a fountain pen. It uses ink. Blood red. My pen is my supporter, my spokesman, and my friend. However, it seems to have disappeared. Without it, my screams are silenced. The young man seems sad. Apparently his fountain pen is missing. Unfortunately, it'll be quite a while before we can follow up on that, so nothing really to do there. Junpei, Yukari, and Mata are just hanging out once again. But do keep that in mind for later. We need to find that guy's fountain pen. You can probably guess what the reward is for finding that, given that he has a character portrait. Anyways, we are going to draw a relationship fortune today, and we are going to, instead of, actually hanging out with her in order to develop our relationship with her, we're going to draw this for Rio. And I did find out that the maximum charm bonus and the matching arcana bonus from having the right persona do stack with relationship fortunes. So with this fortune drawn, we will be able to advance our social link with Rio next time, because we need enough points from this with the 2 matching bonuses in order to get it. And hey, a good fortune. Great health, we get a lucky charm, 10,000 yen, and our condition improves to great. Not that that really matters. Now, moving into the night, we're just going to study, because my schedule that I'm using had Tartarus at tonight, but I just moved it back to Monday since we were going to be studying that night anyway. So now let's head back to our room and study. Unfortunately, we do not get any bonus to our academics for studying while in great condition, so I'll just take care of this and move into the next day. Moving into Monday, we're going to be hanging out with Rio. Note that if I didn't have maxed out Charm and Aries in my stock, we would not be able to actually rank up with her today. We would have had to do the date instead in order to get the points that we needed. Because we did have those, though, we are able to rank up with her today. And we'd also need the both of them to get enough points to continue to rank 7 after this one right away. So it was generally just better to have the persona and the max charm and take care of all that. Plus, we set another social link flag, so that's also good there. It's club time. Let's go. Rio doesn't seem to be too enthusiastic. Let's go to practice. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, one last unique social link for the video. Rio is standing alone in the corner. Well, what's wrong? Oh, Zoe. Nothing. Nothing's wrong, but I can't get myself to move, and... Rio looks like she's about to cry. She doesn't seem like her usual self, so you decide to ask her what's wrong. I was walking past the spare room a moment ago and I heard Kenji's voice. But I heard Miss Kano too. They seem to be getting along great. Rio mumbles quietly. Do you think they're going to date each other? Can't work out. They're a teacher and student. There's no way, yeah, for more reason than one. He's such an idiot. He's just being toyed with. He'll just end up hurt in the end. Why do you choose someone like her? Why? Rio's eyes brim with tears. Hey, they don't, yeah. Well, I think really we should just say this no matter what. Why? Why wasn't it me? Why? Rio begins to cry. I didn't know I was such a nasty person. I got these terrible feelings inside me. I hate myself. What's wrong with me? Hey, come on. It's because you like Kenji, okay? Like... I get it. So that's why. Rio weeps weakly. I'm such an idiot. I didn't know. All this time. By the time I realized it, it was too late. How stupid of me. Okay, I'll admit, Rio, you could probably do better, but it's not over yet. Let's just go with the options we have. No, it is. I know he likes older women. He doesn't even think of me as a girl at all. I hated that all this time. Rio desperately tries to hold back more tears. Come on. Hey, you look like you could use a hug. Thanks. Rio tries to smile. You feel you've gotten much closer to Rio. Listen, Rio, if things don't work out with Kenji, I mean, I'm not in any committed relationships right now. The Volleyball Social Link has reached level 6. Your power to create personas of the Chariot Arcana has grown. Sorry we didn't get much practice in today. I'm going home. I'll be able to smile tomorrow. Act like you don't know anything. So you saw Rio off and then headed back to the dorm. Alright, let's get back into Reload now. And yes, Junpei, yes, I know, tomorrow's the day. I don't want to go to Tartarus, we just did that. Anyways. What's up? Tomorrow's the big day. That's right, Junpei. Yeah. I've got butterflies in my stomach. You know, like right before a big match. Now I know how Sanada-san feels before he gets in the ring. Now for today, we'll be hanging out with Fuka. Except not right now, because the video's been running long enough, and as you can see from the limit in the corner right there, we have a full moon coming up tomorrow. And so, when we return to school, we will be hanging out with Fuka, but of course, we also have more Tartarus to take care of. So, before we get into the boss of this moon cycle, we of course have to take care of the rest of Tartarus in the next video, and then after that, we can reconvene with Fuka. We're going to be leaving her hanging for just a little bit longer, but don't worry, Fuka, we'll be back soon. So, that's where I'm going to call it a video here. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, though, goodbye.
I don't dispute the doubts you've outlined, but it's my right to waste your time.